Hello dear pupils and students, I'm glad to greet you again at my English lesson, and our topic for today is plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Maybe you have already faced with this word, and now I would like to investigate this topic more deeply. So let's start. A definition of plagiarism is the act of presenting another's work or ideas as your own. So it's cheating in some way. So, and definition of plagiarism, more formal way of expressing what it is. So, is an act of stealing someone else's creativity, ideas, or a language, as I told you before. So, it's convinced to be cheating and a corrupt act. What is more, in advanced countries with high standards of education, plagiarism is considered to be an academic crime. And it often goes unnoticed in some countries, including Cambodia. So here you are. Anyway, plagiarism is a not very good activity. Well, we may differentiate plagiarism into two different parts. So deliberate, like more strict, and accidental, without planning, doing something. Well, what is deliberate plagiarism? So rewriting from books or articles, or copying and pasting from web pages and online sources to create a patchwork writing, or buying, downloading, or borrowing paper with some information. But what about accidental, without planning? So not knowing when and how to cite, or not knowing how to paraphrase or summarize, or not knowing what common language is and recycling old paper. So here you are, accidental plagiarism. Why plagiarism is bad? So it's understandable why it is bad, but you will be asked this question. Can you just imagine immediately the answer? Well, I will help you with this task. So because it's an act of fraud, it involves first stealing someone else's work, and second, lying about it by leading others to believe it is your own work. Of course, it's unfair, and I recommend you to avoid plagiarism, to avoid doing plagiarism. So, how to avoid it? So, write from scratch, use quotation marks, know when to cite, use plagiarism checkers. So, we have so many ways how to avoid plagiarism. Try to follow this advice because it's really important to avoid it. You are personality, you are individual. That's why try to do everything in your own individual way. And how you can avoid plagiarism, some other recommendations, more deep. So, quote, paraphrase, and summarize. These three statements may really strongly recommend you how to avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism is, as I mentioned before, in some really high developed countries, like a crime. That's why try to avoid it. Do everything yourself, investigate, and maybe even discover something new. Don't be a copy of someone. So be like an individual person. So, and some sentences which are given like a continuation of how to avoid plagiarism. Understand what constitutes plagiarism. So, or for example, learn how to properly cite references, or review, and one more time review. That is, I wanted to say about plagiarism. Now you know this topic more deeply. Thank you for your attention, and goodbye.